I'm always looking for something different. This stretch looks like a bunch of sand all around. And you know, looking at the electronics here, it looks like there's one little point that sticks out. And whenever you have those long stretches of nothing, 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 and one point sticks out, that's an excellent drop shot spot. Excellent drop shot spot. So whether the fish are, you know, lethargic in a real slow mood, or they're real hot and aggressive, a finesse approach, a drop shot always catches them. That's what I love about drop shot fishing, is it doesn't discriminate against hot fish or cold fish. And today, I'm not fishing a traditional straight tail worm. I'm showing them something different. I'm all about showing them something different. I've got a 4.2 inch Hazadong shad in a green pumpkin shad color, and it just offers them something different. I have it nosed hook on a size 1 trocar hook, and I could feel that weight down there. It's a 3/16 ounce cylindrical style weight. Love the cylinder style weight around grass. You can pull it through the grass a lot easier. There's a good one. Oh, he thumped it good too. Oh yeah, that one feels nice. Oh yeah, there's a nice largemouth there in the clear water. And what's really cool is we're on the back side of a front, so it's about to become full-on post-front bluebird skies, and that fish ate it like it was a pre-front. Oh yeah, that is a nice one there. Look how fat that largemouth is. Let's go ahead and swing that fish in the boat. Yeah! Look how chunky that thing is. I mean, that fish absolutely smoked that Hazadong shad. 4.2 inch nose hook on a drop shot with an 18 inch leader, swimming it through there. Again, we're on a backside of a front. They're not supposed to be smoking baits like they are. Man, he absolutely tore that thing up. Whew. Look how chunky that fish is. And you saw that hook set there. It's not a jig hook set, it's not a spinnerbait hook set, it's a reel set. With that exposed size 1 trocar drop shot hook, it doesn't take much. You just start reeling and load up that destroyer drop shot rod. The thing I like about a Hazadong shad the most is that it has a very thin profile, a very thin tail, and it doesn't require much shaking or moving to get that tail moving. And that's what you want to imitate out there with the drop shot, is a real subtle type forage. If I'm fishing a wacky rigged worm or nose hook worm, just traditional style 4-inch worm fishing, you can cover a lot of water. I always tell guys, you know, you don't want to move that weight when you're fishing a drop shot. So the way to cover water, it's almost like flipping underwater. You want to pitch the drop shot out to that piece of cover, shake, 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 and you're basically effective in about an 8-foot radius. So you want to pull it out of there, and about 10 to 12 feet over, make another pitch, another presentation. That weight's gonna hit the bottom, and you go ahead and shake it from there. So you're working 8-foot radiuses at each time, almost like you're flipping a bank, but you're flipping underwater. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is put on a, nose hook, swim bait, and almost swim the bait through there. So it's just like you would regular swim bait fishing, big swim baits, medium-sized swim baits. You could cover water with the drop shot by putting that swim bait on there nose hooked. I know my weight's on the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and slow wind it out of there. If I've got a point established, I know where the waypoint is in relation to the boat, I'm gonna position directly upwind. Draw a straight line from the tip of that point directly upwind, and I could just make that same cast straight into the wind back to the boat. This does two things. This keeps me on the spot. I could hit spot lock on my trolling motor. I could hit that spot every single time. But more importantly, when you position the boat upwind from the head of that point, it doesn't bow my line. That wind won't bow the line, and work this finesse presentation in a 15-mile-an-hour wind with my line straight to the bait. I know there's a couple pieces of key rock down there that are about 14 to 15 inches tall, and that 18-inch drop shot leader stands right above those rocks, real nice, real perfect. And here's another one. There's a good one, same cast. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo, that's fun. Yeah, we just go ahead and swing them in the boat. Look at that. That nose hook has them hooked right there every single time. It does not come off. Size 1 trocar drop shot hook, 8-pound Seaguar Tatsu line. I could swing these fish in the boat all day long, man. That is a lot of fun. The beauty of throwing a swim bait on a drop shot, unlike a wacky rigged worm or a nose hooked worm, when you put a little swim bait on that drop shot, you know, you get the nice fall pendulum effect. And if that bait's moving, if that bait's falling, I know it's working for me. Unlike a wacky rigged worm where it's almost forced down, you won't get a lot of bites on the fall with a regular straight-tailed wacky worm. But when you put a nosed hook hazardong shad on there, I know that when it falls and if that line is tight, I know that bait's working for me. It's swimming down there as it falls with the weight. Again, I'm combining here two of my favorite techniques, swim bait fishing and finesse drop shot fishing. You know, after hitting spot lock on the Ultrex here, I know I'm exactly 30 feet from that rock pile, right behind the boat. So as long as the wind doesn't change, I'm gonna stay spot locked right here and I can make that 30-foot cast all day long. It allows me to place that bait exactly where I want, exactly on that piece of cover. And as long as the fish don't move, I'll catch them every cast. There's another one. And I'm telling you, it's just like fishing off a dock. There's one. Oh yeah, it's a good one too. If I keep making those same 30-foot casts, look at this. And there's more down there just like it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He ate that hazardong shad. I mean gone. I mean gone. Yeah. Woo-hoo. That is fun. Look at that. 4.2 hazardong shad. Addermine Destroyer drop shot rod. Reel set. Swing him in the boat every time, man. That is so much fun. You know, a spot like this, you know, may be real obvious to a touring pro. You know, I don't know if I pull up to a spot like this, Kevin Van Dam or Skeet Reese or Mike Iaconelli could have, you know, just got done fishing this spot and left. I always like to throw that finesse drop shot in behind those guys and potentially get those bigger bites.